Hello and welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Content Creation. Today we'll cover the basics of TikTok, things like the account types, how to figure out what kind of content to create, your niche, your persona, the do's and don'ts of TikTok, features of TikTok, all of that good stuff. Now this is just designed for beginners, but even though this is a beginner's guide, you will find some valuable information even if you're already experienced on TikTok. If you're more experienced, just skip through the course or check out my channel. So what people get wrong is actually they first try to figure out what niche they want to make content for. That's wrong. You first need to figure out your type of persona, who you actually are, right? So you do that by by answering questions like what skill or passion can you share with others? What skills do you have? What impact do you want to make? Do you want to entertain people, educate people, share news with people? Basically, and in what way do you want to do that, right? There's edutainment, there's entertainment, there's STEM content, all kinds of content. So once you answer these questions, additional questions like who are your favorite TikTok creators, right, and why? Once you answer these questions, then you'll be able to figure out what kind of niche you want to target. You first start off not with someone else, you start off with yourself. You figure yourself out, then you'll get all the answers rolled out for you. Now, once you figure out what kind of content you actually want to make, you'll run into an issue. You'll see that there are two types of accounts on TikTok. You have a business account and creator's account or a personal account. Now, which one is for you? Basically, most of you will go with a personal account, right? But let me quickly share what a business account gets so you can make up your mind. So business account is of course set up for businesses. You have a lead magnet like an email button. You don't need to get a threshold of 1,000 followers to actually link to your website. You have auto messages, you have ads manager, even though personal accounts also have Spark ads and push ads. This is more in depth, right? You have commercial music library, all of that stuff. It's focused on business, right? Of course, some people say that choosing a business account limits growth. That's not really confirmed by TikTok, but you know, some rumors are true. Basically, business account, lead generation if you're actual business. Now, personal account is, of course, you have a lot of different benefits, like you can become a TikTok shop affiliate, you can join the creator fund, you can do live streams and get the tips, all of that good stuff, right? You have creator, you can use all the sounds on TikTok, there's no copyright, everything. You don't need to follow the commercial only licensed videos. You use the trends, you can use duets, all of that stuff, right? So most of you will go with a personal account, and you should. It's much more flexible, so you should use that, right? Let's go to actually the content creation essentials, right? We got the account out of the way. Now we want to actually create content. What do we need to do? Well, if you notice on TikTok, you always have to be straight to the point. You know how people say first 3 seconds are the most important, you want to hook people in? That's the case. And also, you also heard people saying about user-generated content, UGC. Well, that is also a thing of TikTok because you want to appear authentic on it, right? You want to appear like a real human created content for other humans. You don't need to put on a mask. You don't need to act. You can, of course, exaggerate, you know, kind of show your emotions better, like acting, but you still want to be human. Like, for example, when I do videos, I record them with my iPhone. Like, this is an iPhone. Even though I have a professional camera, I film them with an iPhone because that's what feels authentic to people. That's what feels natural, right? And I want to appear natural because TikTok is a platform for people, by people, right? That's what you want to do with TikTok. Like maybe on other platforms, on long form content, you want to be in a professional studio, all mic'd up and all of that. But for TikTok, simple is always better because it's familiarity, right? You want to feel as if that's a video sent to your group chat, right? That's what you have. Now, of course, some other things, you have to be mindful of your framing and spacing, basically meaning you have your TikTok user interface, right? You have the caption, you have likes. So you don't want to, in your video, you don't want to put any text there. You don't want to have your face in a corner because it might get cut off by the TikTok's UI elements like comment, all of those, profile picture, right? So you have to always create and put the key elements in the safe space, right? There are a lot of guidelines for that. Just Google them, like TikTok safe space, right? And you'll get that. Now, of course, strong opening shot. We talked about hooks. You want to grab viewers' attention in the first 3 seconds. That also includes the visuals, that also includes audio, that also includes action, that also includes text on the video, that might also include caption, and might also include profile picture, right? If you get interested with it, like if you put a PNG, it's see-through, right? People catch that. So you want to do everything. It's not just what you say, it's also what you show, how you show that, right? The sound you have, trending audios, whatever it is, everything it has to be used to hook the viewer in the first 3 seconds. Now, as you can see, TikTok mentions that as well, that what viewers hear is just as important as what they see. So that's why you should use other audios, trending audios, audios by other people, right? They become video ideas by themselves, right? Sounds as well, trending sounds, original sounds. Maybe you created a sound, other people are using it, right? People do that, and there's basically a trend of people trying to make a trending sound, like a lot of stuff. Now, another important thing is storytelling. Storytelling will exist and will be everywhere, in no matter what kind of prism you put your content through. Is it text? Is it TikToks? Is it long form? Storytelling will always be at the top. And storytelling is at the heart of TikTok. You know, you want people to relate to your content. That's the content that gets sent to other people. That's the content that gets comments on. That's the content that people engage with. You want your content to be valuable. That's the content that's saved, right? And storytelling content is everything with that, right? You said that's what TikTok suggests. Structure your videos like a story with a beginning, middle, and end. So for example, you could say, I've been here and here, then I tried this and this, I ran into this problem, but then I did this, and now I'm here. You see? Because that's the most important thing. You want your viewers to stay with you until the video ends. Because the higher watch time you have, the better TikTok views you and pushes your video to a bigger audience. Meaning you should always try to optimize for that, and storytelling does it best. So really think about innovative ways to tell your stories. Be unique, be crazy, right? But focus on storytelling. That's what gets people hooked in, and that's what gets people to stay. Now, okay, few other things, all right? Additional things, right? Think about writing clear descriptions in your videos so viewers can quickly understand what you're trying to say. So for example, whenever you start a story, you can have a text hook that's kind of a summary of what the video is about. So for example, I don't know, like Starbucks fired me, right? And it's a storytelling video, but of course you might not hook in people right away with your voice, but the text hook might hook them in, right? You can use captions for that as well, like below, using hashtags as well, so people can find your video and the video knows what kind of niche to target, yada yada. So these are additional things you can do and you should do if you wanna grow better and faster on TikTok and do it properly. Of course, don't overstress these things when you're starting out. The most important thing when you're starting out is just to really just start making videos, right? That's all you need to know. Now, okay, next, editing, right? It's super simple to edit with apps like CapCut. You add captions, right? One by one. TikTok itself, it adds a transcription now, right? So there's no huge problem. You can answer questions by holding on a comment and making a video answer to that, right? It's literally that easy. Now, I'm not going to overwhelm you with a lot of stuff. We have cinematography, you know, planning your shoots, because this is a beginner's tutorial, but here are the basics, right? You should add text because that also kind of stimulates the viewer, you know, it makes it more interesting for the viewer. Maybe like I think 40% of people open TikTok on mute. So if you don't have text on your video, you're losing 40% of your viewer base. So think about that. You definitely need a text hook or at least some subtitles, right? Jump cuts as well. Jump cut is when a shot is broken into two parts, you know. So usually on TikTok, people suggest to have like a different shot every 2 seconds. So you could have a zoom in, zoom out, different place, different angle, different camera angle, all of that good stuff. This also This stimulates the viewer, makes them not feel bored, you know, because otherwise they will skip. They want something to change on the screen, so they skip. But if you edit it, they won't skip, right? And twist on trends as well, of course, good thing to do. Whenever a trend is trending, of course, you'll get definitely some interest because of the trend, right? But if you put your own twist on it, you might start a different trend. You'll get a lot more basically engagement, because now people are not mindlessly looking at you do a dance or something, right? You do something for yourself. Okay, maybe this is a follow, right? It depends, of course, on the niches you do, but yeah, whenever you do something to make it your own, you have to put your own twist on it. And if you blindly follow a trend and copy an idea, well, that's not ideal, right? So put your own twist on it, because it has to be your content. Again, remember about what I said in the beginning. You want to be authentic, right? You want to be unique. Why would people follow you if you do the same trend with no differences, right? You want to be yourself. Put your own twist on it. I don't know. I film videos. I sometimes use a sausage instead of a pen to point out things, right? Be different. You have to give a reason to the viewer to follow you, because you are you, right? Okay. Now, TikTok's features. Let's go over them as well, because you can use them to grow your account tremendously. Even one feature can be your whole strategy. You see people on TikTok where they react to videos, right? You have a video at the top and they just comment, right? Those are like green screen videos. These are like react videos, right? You show your response to the original video via picture-in-picture display. Simple as that. You have duets where your video is side by side. You have a stitch, right? Where the other video is beginning of your video, and then from that you have your own video playing. So for example, first 3 seconds is someone else like kicking a ball, and then I come in and I comment on them, right? These are the main ones. Of course, you have simple videos where you just upload without anything else. But these are the I don't know, main 3 TikTok's features that you can also use to blow up your account and do good stuff, right? Of course, you have things like text to cover images, right? So whenever you upload, you can edit the cover image of the video so it will appear differently on your page. This way you can add text, and this way basically whenever someone browses through your profile, they can quickly find the video that they wanted to find, right? And it also appears on the cover thumbnail, right? When you add titles. So basically in the search as well, your thumbnail will look different. So maybe you want to rank for a certain search terms, right? How to go viral. You add that on the thumbnail. Whenever someone searches how to go viral on TikTok, they'll see your video, big bold letters, how to go viral, boom, they click on your video instead of someone else's, right? And it appears everywhere on your profile, discovery page, sound page. So, you know, literally, and this is suggested by TikTok. This is not me. So they know what they're talking about. I mean, if you don't trust me, you definitely should trust TikTok, right? Because they're telling you how to go viral, the best practices of their own platform, right? Yeah. So again, like I mentioned, reply to comments with a video. I mentioned this previously, right? You can simply hold on to any comment and reply with a video. This way you kind of farm engagement, because the person who commented will definitely check out your video, and all other viewers can click on the comment and go back to the older video where that comment was left. And this way you get a lot more views across different videos of yours, right? And the more views you get, the more time someone spends watching your content, TikTok kind of awards you for that, because TikTok's interest is to keep everyone on the platform for as long as possible. So if you yourself keep someone for a lot longer on the platform, they will push your content out, right? They know that this viewer will look at this video, then go to another video of yours. It's great. It's great. Okay, going on. Sounds on TikTok, right? TikTok is saying sounds are just as important as the visuals, of course, right? Because TikTok right away, it opens, you already see everything, it's playing. Again, I did say some people do not have the sound on, but of course, those who do, they love it, right? So use the songs, complementary songs, trending audios that fit your style, fit your audience, and use it to your advantage. Why not, you know? Why just have you yapping if you can have you yapping to a beat, all of that good stuff as well. Yeah, that's what TikTok is saying. Consider using a sound that the community is already loving. Of course, you know, relate, you know. So sorry, but yeah, if someone sees that, then they've been enjoying a trend and they see you do it, yeah, man, why not? I will watch this video, of course. Okay, foundation for the success. 6 key secrets to success. Know your personal brand, right? Again, like I said, if you copy someone's trend and you do not add your own twist on it, there's no reason for the viewer to follow you. That's why you have to focus on what makes you special. That's what the best creators have done on TikTok, right? You share your unique story, unique skill. For example, Carter PCs. That guy is young, but he's passionate about technology. He shares like 3 videos a day. He gives his own unhinged opinion about things. That's what sets him apart from other tech reviewers, right? That's why he gets followed. Even, yeah, you could say, oh, there's a bunch of tech reviewers on the internet, you know, there's no way you can be unique and stand out. You can. You have to be yourself. You need to know yourself inside and out and show that uniqueness, because all of us are unique, to the people and present it in a way so people can grow on it, can get attached to it, and then they will follow. Because if nothing sets you apart, why would I follow you? I'm being honest, right? Why would I follow you and not my doggo over here that's sleeping, right? If you're identical. I'm not comparing you to my dog, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? So, one way to keep this on top of the mind is to write a mission statement for yourself. Again, what we went over in the start. Right? You answer these questions, you see what you're up, see your unique aspects, what sets you apart, and then you just follow these things every video you make. Just remember that you have to do something that's natural to you, because otherwise you'll burn out. Content creation is a long-term game. So if you try to put on a mask and act something you're not, eventually you'll just burn out and it will be hard to sustain it. So just find something that truly makes you, right? And use that. Okay, goals, right? Identify what you want to achieve with your videos and then follow throughout on these objectives. Basically, the goal with your videos, is it reach? Is it sales? Do you want people to comment? Do you want people to go to DMs? All of these things change the video. It changes the call to action. It changes the pacing. It changes the type of content. If you just want views and engagement, you perhaps want to do entertainment videos. If you want sales, well, basically sharing value, educational videos could be better for you, right? So definitely set goals. See what you want to achieve with this platform, and then shape your content based on that, because otherwise it might not go hand to hand. Okay. Another thing, lean into the TikTok community, right? You have to watch the platform, the videos on the platform, the creators on the platform, how people are acting on the platform if you want to succeed. Of course, it's not like super necessary, but you should spend some time viewing TikTok videos, seeing what's trending on the platform, what's going viral. This way, you'll actually get a feel of what video is good and what video is bad, right? You'll feel it yourself when you edit. You'll be thinking, okay, maybe this is too boring for TikTok. Maybe this is too fast even. Who knows, right? This way you can like see the video, see what's viral, and turn that idea that's loved by everyone, give your own twist on it, and make it for your own niche and target your own audience, right? You won't do that in any other way. And you also should like look at the comments, not just on your own post, but at the others, right? For example, I seen comments of people mentioning under someone's videos how they do not like a code. I had a coding client, right? A coding program basically, and I saw people just mentioning how they're lazy to code. They go play Valorant or some other video game, and I mentioned it in a hook. I said, what you're doing on Valorant when you should be coding instead, and it go viral. It went viral because I saw what community is talking about. I leveraged it for myself, and this way, sorry for my dog, he's snoring, and this way I went viral, right? Only by studying the community. So you should that. Next thing, consistency is key. Remember, you might not go viral for 100 videos, for 200 videos. Who knows? You're still learning. If you're still starting, you're a beginner, right? This is a beginner's guide. You might not go viral for a while. You have to be consistent. Learn every day. Be consistent across all aspects of your video. That's the only way to actually learn, because if you every day you're changing the style, every day you're changing the way you speak, every day you're changing who you're targeting, you're never going to, perfect your craft, right? What if I make a YouTube video now, but then tomorrow I make a video about football, right? No one is gonna watch my YouTube videos anymore, right? Now I'm doing TikTok course for free, basically. I mean, yeah, I'm doing for free, by the way. So if you subscribe, that would mean a lot. And if I did a football video tomorrow, who would watch? No one, right? And we want to be consistent to our audience with our way of communicating things, with our everything, how we make the videos, right? So be consistent across all of these aspects, right? Again, this includes all the things: formatting, production, and publishing, right? Posted at similar times every day. You'll see that once you start posting, at first it doesn't really matter, but then see when your audience is active. Maybe post 1 or 2 hours before their peak activity. This way, people can feel familiar. They see your style, right? Have you ever seen like people say, oh, how do I edit in this guy's style? How do I edit like Alex Hormozi, right? This only happens because Alex Hormozi is consistent with his style. Devin Jatho is consistent with his style. That's why you see people saying, oh, I can edit like this and this person. That's consistency. That's what sets them apart. That's why people can see a style and say and think, okay, of this person, right? That's hacking. That's social hacking. That's insane. And you want that to happen to you as well. So when it comes to uploading, of course, it's a good idea to figure out the right cadence for yourself. Meaning that you shouldn't post however many times a guru tells you to post, right? If they tell you post every day, post 3 times a day, that's not what you should follow. What you follow is how often can you post. You should follow your own rhythm, right? Providing a steady stream of videos gives you a chance to build a loyal viewership who look forward to viewing your videos, right? Because if you post consistently for a week and then you burn out and you have no more time to post for 3 weeks for the rest of the month, well, your viewers will miss you. It's better to spread out these videos throughout the month, right? Find your own pace. For example, maybe your videos are super in depth, right? Even your viewers, they will not watch them every day. They do not have the capacity. It might be tiring to consume that much information. So if you're creating like educational content, it might not be smart to post every day. Because think about it, if I gave you this course to watch every day, you wouldn't, right? Every day new course, an hour length, however long this is gonna be, you wouldn't, right? So you find your own cadence, you find your own rhythm, you find how fast can you make the videos without dropping that quality, and you follow that. You stay consistent for yourself, you don't burn yourself out, and you also don't tire your audience out. Also, sometimes posting less is better because your audience is there like this waiting for your content, Otherwise, if you post daily, well, they won't watch it. They'll say, okay, tomorrow we'll see a video. Even the biggest creator, Mr. Beast, he's not posting daily on TikTok, is he? No, maybe like once a week, twice a week, right? He's not posting daily. Why is he not following this? Because he knows you cannot exhaust your audience. You have to keep them interested. Whenever you post a video, they need to run. Oh, be like, he posted. I want to comment first because I don't know when the next video is. Jesus, I'll subscribe, I'll save, I'll turn on notifications. So I want to be first to see this, right? That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. It's not following gurus' advice. They don't know what's better for you. The gurus that sell these courses, right? And there's nothing wrong with selling good courses with valuable information, but other gurus that sell terrible courses, they tell you post as much as possible. No, you'll burn yourself out. The ideas will not be genuine. It will not good, right? Okay. So another thing, use analytics. This is one of the most important things as well. I cannot stress that enough. Once you start posting, you have to basically check analytics of every video. You'll have that once you turn the TikTok Studio on TikTok, right? You'll see the viewers, when viewers drop off, the viewer retention, you see all of that. And you have to use it to your own advantage. Data is the only way you actually improve, right? Because if you don't track anything, you cannot improve. You don't know where to go from there. Like, how do you know if this hook worked? You see that people stayed throughout this hook. They watched the rest of the video. They were so hooked in that they couldn't scroll, right? Understanding analytics is one of the most powerful tools you can have as a creator, right? They can help inform everything from video, content to strategy. You watch all of the insights you have, right? See everything over a month. See individual videos. See the trends. See what country your largest viewership is from. Maybe then mention that country, get some comments. Use your analytics to your advantage. Always see what's up. Always. Obsess over it, right? Analyze everything. See, upload a video. Maybe first day you won't get access to analytics because it's still updating. But once you have those 1,000 views, see where viewers drop off. Test something different. Do different. Maybe viewers stay. If they do, amazing. Now, again, have fun, right? Sincerely enjoying the videos you produce is critical. That's what I said in the beginning. Don't put on a mask. If you try to act, you can exaggerate your own stuff, but if you try to put on a mask and do something you're not genuinely are, viewers can sniff that out a mile away, right? Inauthenticity. It's not good. Don't lie to yourself and the viewer, right? It will be visible, super crystal clear, right? Just be yourself. Show your uniqueness. Enjoy making the videos. Otherwise, the viewer sees it's inauthentic, they won't watch it, because TikTok, we want authentic, genuine videos, right? Okay, content strategy basics. We're halfway through, I think, or not? No, we're not. Okay, the basics, right? For context, when you create TikTok videos, they land in the For You page for everywhere across the globe. First, it's geo-locked, right? It will land in your country, in your city even, but think about it. The context of the video is super important. Think about creating videos you love in a way that might appeal to viewers not familiar with you personally, right? So don't use friendly inside jokes, right? Some words that others will not understand, right? Just make videos in a way that appeals to a broad audience. So using simple language is better. Metaphors, examples, right? Speaking slower, because maybe like a huge percentage of your viewer base might not understand English videos, for example, very well, right? They might not be native English speakers. So if you're creating English content, you want to stay below like sixth grade level of English language, right? That's the thing, because you're appealing to a broader audience, right? So keep that in mind. To help new viewers understand the story you're trying to tell, add clarity early. Think about how you describe your video in a concise, straightforward manner, right? I cannot even speak. I've been talking for like 30 minutes now. This is again what you show with the text hook, what you say with your visual hook, right? You let people know without even words what the story is about. Then also consider using TikTok's features to present that context in your videos as soon as they start, such as using captions, right? If you're able to help viewers understand your videos quickly, it may engage them and encourage them to watch your video in their entirety, right? It will get people hooked in and watch the full video if they already know what the video is about and it's important to them. They will watch the video throughout, right? So you want to show emotion in the beginning of your video. Maybe, I don't know, something heartbreaking happened. Then show yourself from that live, from that issue, whatever happened, and you crying, whatever it is, right? If you're being authentic like that. I'm not saying you have to put videos of yourself crying online, but I'm giving you an example, right? You want to hook people in and do it with a universal language, which is just visuals, right? People, you see emotions, right? I'm mad now, right? If I do this, you already know the video. I'm starting the video. I'm mad. If I do this, you will see I'm happy. If I'm crying, maybe I lost something, right? You see that. Going to first impressions, right? People scroll on TikTok quickly, right? There's bajillions of videos. If I don't like this one, the other one is just like 1 millimeter away, right? I just need to do this. That's why it's helpful to make a good first impression and capture viewers' attention right away. Again, and you do that with your first 3 seconds. So your first view should hook people in. The caption, what you're saying, your visuals. For example, here we have nice colors, right? Purple here, yellow here, right? Saturation, good stuff. Think about your opening shot. You should try telling your story right away with visually interesting footage that could grab someone's attention. That's why people use B-roll footage. That's why people showcase their emotions in the beginning. Even on storytime videos, they have the voiceover in the background while the real live video from the whatever happened is playing, right? I can't stress this enough. It's super important if you want the viewer to stay and watch your video. Remember, that's what TikTok wants. It wants to keep people on the platform. So if you get people to spend more time watching your video, you get kind of awarded with views, right? Avoid slow instructions that don't allow viewers to readily understand what you're trying to convey. So again, strip away the complex language, strip away the text blocks, right? People will not read on TikTok. Definitely, they scan words quickly, right? So be simple, it's TikTok. People they're in bed. They're not ready for, I don't know, a PhD level language, right? No one is gonna, they aren't TikTok to relax. They're in bed scrolling like this. If you overwhelm them, no one is going to spend any effort trying to solve your riddles of text, right? Another thing, if your video is shaky, blurry, if the audio is unclear, consider reshooting it if you can. Audio is one of the most important things. Like, people can watch a low quality video, but low quality audio, no one can stand that. But also, always try to have a higher quality, as in like a filming quality, right? I'm not talking about 1080p, 4K. That we'll talk about that in the later. It doesn't matter. But like the way you actually film, do not shake the camera. Talk clearly. Avoid like wind noise, blurriness. The way you kind of put yourself in the video, right? So framing. Imagine I was here all the time. I was making a video like this. You wouldn't like that, right? That's why I'm in center. That's why my eye line is in the thirds, right? You have 2 stripes here, 1 stripe here. That's why I'm filming like this, right? Again, we come back to storytelling, right? Many different type of videos perform well on TikTok. But there's one thing they all have in common. They all tell a story. Remember this. Whether it's a beauty tutorial, a workout routine, a vlog about life, the best videos have a beginning, a middle, and an end. They basically mention a pain point, have a story, and show a solution or something like that. It's a story, you know? You go up, boom, revelation, everyone's happy, right? So remember, you want to do storytelling. That's what people love, that's what TikTok loves, and that's how you're going to succeed. Structuring your videos gives viewers a reason to watch until the end. So for example, if you're doing a listicle video, right? People will like it because, okay, there's something that I need to kind of see till the end. How does this product work? Like listicle, 3 top, I don't know, degrees, right? I have to finish it. I have to finish the video I'm interested in studying. If there are 3, I seen first, I seen second one, what's the third one, right? So you give them a structure. It can also be part of your hook. Like, here are the top 3 degrees in, you know, there and there, right? Again, makeup tutorials. Again, like you could say how to make a perfect makeup in 10 minutes, whatever it is, right? Focus on engaging storytelling with a perfect payoff for viewers, right? There has to be a reason for the viewer to stay till the end. If there's no reason, there's no payoff, why would I watch the rest of the video? For example, here the payoff is a free course that's filled with value, right? It's super valuable. Don't tell me it's not, right? So the payoff is basically you learning all of this for free, you going away with a lot of information, and you finally starting to create content and hopefully go viral, right? So that's the payoff for this video. But what is the payoff when you create a video? What does the viewer get from watching your video? Is it entertainment? Will they understand the joke and have a laugh? Is it some information? Is it some news? What is it, right? Is it a tutorial? If it's a tutorial and you don't show how something looks at the end, no one is gonna follow you and watch you again, right? You show the steps, the walkthrough, the process, but there's no outcome. I won't like it. Definitely not. Imagine I made a tutorial of how to create a video, but I don't know, I don't show the video itself. Well, maybe then it doesn't work. So, content strategy basics, context. Going further, right? Finding your style. So, there are all types of videos you can make on TikTok. Again, you have informational, educational, entertainment, edutainment. You have all kinds of steps. You might actually want to test as many of them as possible till you find what you actually like and what actually works for your niche. So you have, let's go over some types. There are hundreds of them, right? So we'll only cover a few. Informational. With informational videos, you want your audience to walk away having learned something. Again, this is the payoff, right? It's important to set the context from the beginning so the viewer knows why they're watching the video, what you're going to talk about, and what information they'll learn, right? And you walk them through that information. Remember, you only have a few seconds to capture your viewer's attention. So consider starting with a strong hook using captions so viewers know what to expect as soon as they see your video. Now you may be wondering, what is a strong hook? Well, for example, for informational videos, that information you will provide in the video will solve some kind of problem, right? Maybe informational video about some exercises in strength training, right? So your hook could be mentioning a pain point. For example, saying if you have weak, I don't want to swear, but if you have weak, shoulders, well, your shoulders will break the next time you have a workout. Do this, do this instead if you want to have shoulders built out of, I don't know, steel, right? And this is a hook that leverages the pain point of your audience, like perhaps someone struggling with weak shoulders, maybe it's always clicking when they're doing bench press, and you'll be sharing information that will help to solve this issue, right? That's the informational videos. If you're doing listicles, you have videos like top 3 restaurants to visit in my city. Now, this is kind of a weak hook, right? But it's an example, right? For example, if you wanted to make this extreme, you could say something like, I've been to 100 restaurants in my city, and these 3 are the ones I would go for my last meal, right? That's much stronger hook. That's more emotion. That's interesting more than top 3 restaurants you can go to in my city. No one cares about that, but top 3 out of 100 that I would go to for my death meal, sign me up, right? Again, okay, another thing, you have vlogs. Vlogs, people don't say that anymore on TikTok. You have get ready with me's, day in the life, right? There are a lot of formats for vlogs themselves, but it's just simple. Usually you film stuff you're doing, you have a voiceover, and simple as that. These are basically for those who want to have a personality-based account, right? You're not selling information, you just want to have some fun, show people what you do in your life. Maybe you have an interesting personality, you do some jokes, people will follow you then. Another is step by step. Basically, this is teaching someone something. It could be tutorial of using Microsoft Word. It could be a tutorial of doing some kind of exercise, again, bench press, whatever it is. And step by step is an easy format to keep people engaged, because if they start something, they have a loop that's unfinished in their mind. Okay, if you begin a video with how to, I don't know, make bold letters on Word document, okay, someone will be thinking that now. They need to watch the video, otherwise they'll go throughout the day and will think, okay, so wait, how do I make the bold letters on Word? Of course, this is an example. No one goes in their daily life thinking about bold letters on Word, but it opens a curiosity loop, right, in their head. So basically, they will watch all the steps to figure it out, yeah, they will watch it. Basically, I also suggest to keep like steps to like 3 steps, because it's easier for people, because then they know when the video will end and they will watch it through. But of course, sometimes you just cannot minimize the steps to 3 because it takes more steps. So Yeah, just know that. But the tutorial-based, step-by-step format is also something that's super engaging on TikTok. You also have trends, right? We talked about them. Trends are basically all kinds of, I'd say, formats, right? You film yourself. Maybe you add a certain sound and add text. Maybe you lip sync to a certain sound. There are basically various ways you can film trends and leverage trends. You have green screen memes. You have CapCut templates. There's a lot of things, and you can just basically shape trends for your own product, for your own niche. It's really up to you. Now, I'll take a quick break and we'll talk about finding your community. Okay, we've been through a lot. Now let's talk about finding your community. You need to first choose your niche. A helpful place to start is think about what type of videos you would be comfortable making over and over again. Who do you love to talk? Talk about? What is your passion? Flowers, gardening, energy drinks, food, content creation, filming. What is it, right? It's important to keep in mind that what you want to create should be something you genuinely, authentically care about. I don't know why I'm grabbing my chest, but that's because otherwise you'll burn out. Again, you cannot make content about something you don't care about. You don't care about cars? Well, you won't spend hours researching them. You won't be obsessed over them, and the obsession is what sets you apart, right? It's simple. Sometimes it comes down to what makes you, right? You're a carpenter, right? Woodworking, whatever it is. You just show what you like. You may think, because you've been doing stuff for your whole life, you may think it's boring, but it's not. Millions of people on TikTok, billions, right? 99% of them know nothing about woodworking if you're doing woodworking. 99% of them know nothing about, I don't know, smartphones. If you want to make videos about smartphones, everyone has one, but they don't know this trick, this hack, right, with a phone. There's so much things. Just be genuine, right? And lastly, just find what your favorite TikTok creators are. Thing is, if you enjoy them, you would probably enjoy making content like theirs, right? If you enjoy mukbangs, maybe you would like to film mukbangs, whatever it is, reaction videos, right? You can see what works on TikTok and get inspiration from that. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? Just do that. Support others. They will support you back. Maybe you can, if you like, I don't know, cars, but you don't have the budget to try supercars every day and create videos about them, maybe react, maybe find cheap cars to review. It's all in your imagination. Okay, content categories. There are a lot. Again, these are just a few. There are a ton of them, right? You have motivation. This motivates people to do something. Work out, go work, go study, look after your health. Motivation is about anything. You can niche down and motivate smaller groups, like how they're saying here, like building a business, women in business, students, filmmakers, right? Workout, Pilates, or whatever it is, stretching. Food is another category. Education, you educate about anything, whatever you know about, right? Sports and fitness, again, that's common. Everyone wants to work out. Everyone wants to be healthy. Fashion, culture, it's insane how broad it is. Culture of this country, culture of this specific group, culture of, I don't know, your family even, like traditions you have. If you do it in a nice manner, in a storytelling manner, and you present it the right way, people will find it interesting. Experiment to find out what type of videos you love to create and publish videos in a specific video category to help you build consistency and generate an audience that loves your videos, right? Just be consistent with the style and what you make videos about. Okay, now how do you find other creators in your niche? Simple as that. You just need to search, right? If you want to find creators that post similar videos, consider using relevant hashtags and engaging with videos in your favorite categories to see more of it, right? So you see a video that you think it's something similar to you, just save it. You will get suggested new videos, new creators from the same niche. So it's super simple to find other creators that create content like yours, right? Just consume content on TikTok, Search certain keywords that fit your niche and you'll find them. Eventually you will, right? Okay. Now, making your videos more accessible. If you remember, I talked about how like 40% of people open TikTok on mute, right? Well, there are other things that you need to ensure that make your videos accessible, you know? Not all people can hear things. There are deaf people. So you want to use auto captions. Perhaps not everyone can read, right? Blind communities, visually impaired, right? So you might want to use text to speech, and TikTok makes it super easy. You just hold on to the text, but auto captions automatically generate subtitles, allowing viewers to read along your video content. It's super easy. You don't need to do anything. People who have auto captions enabled will see them, who want to read them, and others will not. So you don't hurt anything. You make videos accessible, which means more viewers to you, higher viewer count, you'll go viral easier, all of that good stuff. Okay, we're on chapter 4, the TikTok content strategy. Let's talk about that. Now, I don't know why I copied this, my bad, but it's here. Anyone can create standout videos on TikTok. By taking the time to understand the performance of your videos and measure their reach and impact over time, you can build a data-driven content strategy and create videos that are truly extraordinary. Remember that. I did tell you about this previously. Analytics help you determine who is engaging with your videos, when your audience is most active, and which videos are the most engaging, right? You always have to study the data that you have, the analytics. That's what you will build upon. If one video has done better than the other, it tells you something, and you'll only notice that by analytics, by the views, by the engagement, right? So you always have to take it into account, see about it, and build on top of that. Whenever you make data-driven decision, you're no longer guessing. Once you're starting out, yes, you will be guessing. You don't know what kind of videos to make. But you then analyze your own videos. And not just your own videos, you also analyze your competition, the other creators in your niche. You see what works for them. It's bound to work for you as well, right? So always analyze all the data that you can have, even data on other channels. If something is trending on Reddit, a certain theme in your niche, it's bound to go viral on TikTok as well. People are interested across the theme, not just on Reddit. They are interested in Carpenter or whatever new wood came out, new update. People will be interested, right? So use data to your advantage, right? So, and how you do that? Well, you make videos that stand out, right? And understanding analytics is simple. Whenever you create your own account, you'll be able to enable like creator tools. You'll have TikTok Studio, and you can view individual videos, how they're doing, or your whole account. It's super simple. You go to TikTok Studio, you see overview of everything. What your followers are doing, when are they online, what other type of videos are they watching. That is also super important. See what type of other videos your viewers are watching. What type of content do they enjoy? Do they enjoy how-tos more than story based content? Do that. Simple as that. Use that to your advantage. Like TikTok gives you everything you need to win. Just use that, right? Rather than focusing on a single metric, consider making note of high-level trends in your analytics and how audiences are engaging with your video. Keep in mind that capturing your viewers' attention early and maintaining it throughout makes for watchable and shareable videos, right? So you want to make relatable videos, mentioning the pain points. Make videos valuable so people save it. Make videos relatable so they send it to their friends. Make videos maybe controversial so people comment on them, and make videos good so people like them. The more engagement you get, the higher your video is pushed, right? And again, what it says is to follow the trends of your analytics, right? Don't change your whole strategy just because one video blew up. No, what you want to do is iterate bit by bit. Once you find something what works, double down on it, but on the side still test something new, right? That's what you want to do. The For You feed generally pulls content from videos posted within 90 days. This is super important. And videos generally see a peak in engagement in the first few days. Meaning, if your video has died off, it most likely won't resurrect. It might be recommended but it definitely won't like blow up after 3 weeks, right? But keep all the videos on your account. There is still a chance that these videos could blow up, right? If it didn't find the right audience right away, it might find it eventually. Once you review your analytics and learn what resonates, you can take that as a signal for what videos your audience enjoys and finds engaging. And again, remember, you're creating videos for that audience. So create videos in that format. Create videos in that type of language, like funny, hilarious, controversial, serious, whatever it is, sarcastic. Just do that. Simple as that. You have the data, use it, and win. Okay, let's talk about creating longer videos. Now, if you remember, for short videos, you want to ensure that as many people as possible finish watching the video. Now, it's different for long form videos. Longer videos will definitely have less people finish the whole video, but that doesn't matter as much because longer videos have higher video like consumption duration, right? The viewer looks at the video longer, so the completion doesn't matter as much, but the duration itself. So you can consider making these videos, but only if they're valuable enough and can keep the viewer entertained for enough time so they don't scroll, right? It's important to note that the longer videos do not harm your video's recommendation in the For You page, right? So you can still upload longer videos. It doesn't mean that they will flop just because they're longer. They do not get treated differently. All of the videos you post get pushed to the For You page in the same way. Longer videos are recommended just like all other videos on TikTok based on people's engagement with what you share and your viewers' interest. So if someone likes the video A, right, and your video B looks like the video A, they will get recommended the video B. Simple as that. Again, can't stress it enough. Don't forget about storytelling. All of the best TikTok videos have one thing in common. They all tell a story. Remember that. They always tell a story, so don't forget that. If TikTok, this is officially by a TikTok, that's what they said. This is all said officially by TikTok. If they're telling you that storytelling is important for like 7th time now, it is important. Simple as that, right? Pull view again. Have a clear beginning, middle, and end. A hook at the beginning. Sorry, my dog. A hook at the beginning that makes people stop scrolling. Tutorials, step-by-step explainers, and illustrative stories narrated with captivating language. Keep viewers interested in the middle of the video. My doggo is coming here. And question that answer the viewer, and perhaps maybe a question that's answered by the viewer once they finish watching the video. So for example, there's this girl that makes viral YouTube shorts. So what she always do is always asks a question whenever she's making a video, like, can you make Starbucks for $1? And throughout the video, the viewer has to figure out watch the video to answer that question. Again, it opens a curiosity loop we talked about previously. So that's how you do it, right? Visualize. I've been talking for an hour, sorry, excuse me. Yes, I have a list now, but let's keep going. Also subscribe because I've been talking for an hour for you for free, doing all of this for you for free. So please subscribe if you found this valuable. But visualization is key. Be highly visual, right? Don't just say things. Show them. That's what movies do as well. Not all of them say, "Hey, this is my brother." They sometimes show it by, I don't know, mom calling them your sibling, right? Something like that, or showing a family tree, family picture, right? So high visuals help you like highlight to viewers what the topic of the video is all about, right? So if you're sharing a picture of, I don't know, polluted beach, you know that the video is about climate change, for example, for recycling, something like that, right? And that visual, the trashed beach, is emotionally hooking. Like you see that you don't like it, you want to solve that issue, right? Okay. Creator communities. Communities are an important thing, and that's how you can get your basically content be discovered, right? Try using hashtags associated with the trends, phrases, or topics you covered in your video, right? So you follow your own niche. You can do like 3 hashtags about the specific video, then 3 broader ones about the niche, and 3 broadest ones. So for example, if I was making video about this course, right, it could be broad hashtags like content creation, TikTok creation, content marketing, and then, for example, more specific ones, TikTok for beginners, beginner content creation, and then maybe super specific like TikTok course, content creation course, you know, something like that. You go from broad to kind of specific hashtags, right? Consistency, we talked about that in the previously. Ideas, simple thing as well. Stay on top of trends, put your own twist on it, and that's a new idea for you, for any brand. For example, if someone does, I don't know, talks about smartphones in a silly way, you can do that about beauty products. You can do that about clothing. You can do that about anything, right? You just have to be unique and put your own twist. Boom, you have an idea, right? If you're looking for new ideas, you might take a look back at older uploads to see what people especially love, right? If you talked about, for example, someone liked that you did a gaming review of, I don't know, old games, maybe find a different nostalgic game and talk about that. It's simple as that. Just see what worked for you in the past. That's a new idea. Maybe the same topic has, I don't know, new information about it. Do that. Simple as that. Study your top performing videos. Are there any themes that perform best? What are the commonalities between them? Consider using these learnings to inform your future content strategy. If you think about it, if you don't want to repeat yourself, you may be thinking, oh, I will spam my audience. Don't worry about that. People watch hundreds of videos a day. You could theoretically, some people, or I mean practically, but theoretically, you could post the same content every month. People won't get tired of it. Well, eventually they will, but some people do that. Every month, they just recycle the same ideas because after a month, someone has forgotten it. And after a month, I don't know, they would like to be reminded. Some people just re-upload the same content, so on and so forth, like every now and then. That's it, right? That they do that. And it works because, well, I saw this video. I already know it will be engaging to me. I will look at it again. Sure, why not? You know, people rewatch movies. Do you think they will not rewatch a 15-second TikTok? They will, right? So you can recreate the same idea. Simple as that. Okay. Understanding your audience, engaging with viewers, right? We talked about having a text hook, but you also how should it engage? You do that by answering comments with videos, asking people to comment. For example, what do you think about this? Ask them to share their opinion, sharing something controversial, adding a question in the caption. You do all of that and find ways to engage with your viewers, right? That's what you should do. You can even leave questions in the comments to let people answer, right? You can, like, do you love apples or bananas? Simple as that, and people will answer and you'll get engagement. It's amazing, right? Just don't force it. Be authentic. Be authentic. Okay, defining your brand. Why build a personal brand? A personal brand helps to make it easy for people to identify your videos. Remember when we talked about Alex's Hormozi style? Well, that's his personal brand aspect, those Hormozi style videos. When you have a signature video style, your viewers can easily spot your videos and know what to look for. They already know, okay, this person has entertained me in the past. I will watch him again. I trust him. I trust like half a minute of my time because I know he entertained me previously. He now will entertain me again. That's why you want to keep familiarity, right? That's why you want to have your own style. My doggo is just doing stuff, right? Defining your personal brand. Start by thinking all the things you're passionate about. We talked about previously, right? What skills you have, what are your superpowers, what topics do you love diving into, right? Physics, I don't know, astrophysics, astrology, whatever it is, right? And focus it on your persona and the unique things about yourself that you want to highlight and put in front so people see them, right? That's what makes you unique. Maybe you like two different things that seem not connected, but you connect them. That's what makes you unique, right? Promoting your personal brand. Think about how you want to market yourself, right? There are many ways. Speed, the like one of the biggest streamers in the world right now. He does that by appearing crazy. He's unpredictable, right? Some other streamers are elegant. Kai Cenat loves to make these super high effort, high quality intros to his streams. He does that, right? And you do that as well. Of course, not on that level, but think about how you want to present yourself. Do you want to be unpredictable? Do you want to be funny? Do you want to be taken serious? If you're doing a finance brand, maybe you want to be serious, or different way. You approached a Gen Z and you're funny about it, right? You explain stocks in cat terms, in banana terms, in, I don't know, in 5-year-old language. And you can also, utilize your bio to give people preview into your personal brand and the things you typically post about, right? So some people will stumble upon your account, and bio is just a simple way to let them know what you're on about, right? Of course, it's also a place to share like other information, your website, your business email and stuff, but you can also let people know about yourself. Like, I love knitting, you know, like sewing, whatever it is. Another important thing, investing back into your account, right? So invest time to learn new skills, attend networking conferences, collaborating with other content creators, creating duets, creating videos, sharing ideas, sharing insights on Reddit, in communities, in Discord, everywhere, right? Spend time not just filming and scripting, not just watching content, but also learning. Take a step back, sometimes think about it. And again, if it's overwhelming for you, you can always expand your team. Of course, this is not no longer for beginners, but maybe the expanding your team is ChatGPT, right? Helping you create ideas, or maybe put a different twist on your video. Analytics, we went over it, right? This is just like basically what you'll see. You go to your account, TikTok, TikTok Studio, you see follower growth, all of these video views, profiles, likes, comments, and shares over the days, likes, comments, right? Total views, all of that good stuff. This is just sharing what you'll see in the account, right? Again, I went over this, so I won't talk about myself again, but let's carry on. Now, For You page. So For You page is a super important thing. This is where new viewers will find your content. Like, without this, TikTok wouldn't be TikTok, right? And any social media, if your content is not suggested to new people, wouldn't be the social media you want to promote your content on. So it's super important, right? Follow these things. Like, don't be unoriginal, don't be spammy, don't be static, right? Non-video, like if you upload an image and that's it, not good. TikTok has separate features for that. Don't use clickbait. Don't use videos that are not formatted for TikTok, right? Or anything that kind of breaks the TOS, breaks all the stuff. Don't upload watermarked content. Don't upload stolen content. Don't upload content that you don't have the rights to, right? Don't upload videos that are less than 5 seconds long, right? Don't upload videos with audio muted. They will not get suggested in the For You page, right? So just do it simple. Follow the rules of TikTok, or else your account will be in huge trouble. You might even lose your account. You might get shadow banned. Like, there are a lot of false claims as well on TikTok, but basically, do not be unoriginal. Do not be do not create low effort content. Now, it means a lot of things. I made a video about that, so you can view it on the channel, but just follow the rules of TikTok. Otherwise, it will not be great. Now, we're winding up to the end of the video of the course, of the beginner's course. Of course, this is just scratching the surface, by the way. So I would like to ask you to subscribe once again if you found this valuable. Also, I have a couple products that might help you with TikTok, like Ticklemate, that helps you get US TikTok accounts and post from the US. So like the Join Creator Rewards program, TikTok Shop Affiliate. So look at it down below. You'll find other stuff there as well. So now let's answer some questions. Do you need to post every day to grow your account? No, right? It helps, but it's not required for growth. Posting quality content and experimenting with what you share without worrying too much about how many videos you post a day is the best way to keep your audience engaged. The numbers of videos you post each day doesn't impact your content's performance, right? Do that. Which metrics should you be paying attention to, right? Look at the big picture. You cannot just look at the likes. Likes might be good. Yeah, you get dopamine once you get likes, but saves are important. Comments are important, right? Digging into your comments and content video by video to see what your audience is responding to and how your videos are being received by the community. That's what's important, right? You cannot just look at one thing specifically. You need to look at the trends of how your analytics change. How do videos show up on people's For You feeds, right? So when all kinds of videos, right? So like I said, if someone likes the video A and the video B is similar to video A, they will get suggested the video B, right? We suggest making content that resonates with your viewers, and you can get a pulse on this by checking out your analytics dashboard or paying attention to what viewers are saying about your videos in the comments. Look for what engages them creatively and keep some level of consistency with your content and posting cadence. Make this kind of a review part of your creative process, right? You upload videos. After a couple of days, you will get access to analytics. So maybe review analytics every 5 days, before batch creating another pieces of content. Consider your viewers' interests. Keep an eye on conversations on your videos, review analytics, and create content that's informed and in tune with your audience. Easy. How does a video get views on TikTok? Again, new views come from For You page. People engage with your content. Your videos have the potential to reach others who also like similar things. That's what I said, right? Simple as that. And this is the course that we went over it. But this is just for the beginner. Soon I will make the same thing just for the Instagram, sharing Instagram accounts, settings, what Instagram likes, what Instagram dislikes. Like for example, here we talked about what won't get recommended in the For You page. All of this stuff is super important for all of the social media pages, right? Some posting the same content, of course, you repurpose what you post on TikTok and you post it on Instagram, but there are a lot of differences, a lot of things that you should keep in mind of. So if you don't want to miss that, a free course about Instagram for beginners, and eventually I will do professionals as well, then subscribe. It was me, Sam, and if you made it till the end, I'm insanely grateful. I hope this is useful for you. If it is, thank you for watching the video. It was me, Sam. Have a good one and peace.